Thing on?
Yes, it is.
Ooh, it is. Mic check, mic check. Plantspiration Unplugged is brought to you by Plantspiration Productions, where stories inspire change.
That's right.
We're here.
This is awesome.
We should probably, we made it in here. This is probably one of the latest starts we've had. Would you agree?
Yeah, for not having a holiday hangover.
We don't have a hangover.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Anyway, let's start with a little gratitude.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that we got in here. Mm-hmm. Thank you for talking me in here.
Yeah, wow. I'm grateful we're in here and that I could talk you down.
Talk us back in.
I'm also
grateful for the weather. We've had a wonderful, I'm so grateful for the weekend that we've actually had. It's been phenomenal. It's been one of the best weekends we've had in a long time with the kids and everything like that. So
yeah,
grateful for that.
I'm grateful for.
Before we get into it, let me just mention I'm really grateful.
I'm grateful
for the
kids are here this weekend. I'm also grateful you guys are back for another episode of Plantspiration Unplugged. We're John and Stefanie. We're the founders of the nonprofit Plantspiration that we started to educate, motivate, and inspire people to go plant-based for their health, the animals, and the planet.
That's right. People know us for losing 250 pounds as a family, reversing a slew of our own chronic diseases, and then starting this nonprofit Plantspiration where we're reaching and teaching people all over the world how to change their life too, how to make the plants stick so that we don't get sick.
Yeah,
I'm just going to say that.
Right. I love that.
And we're going to talk about the things that nobody talks about. Nobody talks about this part while we're building all this up, while we're doing all this stuff. Nobody talks about
the days
that to get here, the
in-between days.
The in-between stuff that comes, because what a week.
Yeah.
How was your week? I'm just going to start off with, how was your week?
It was hot. My week. It was hot. It was hot for everybody in the area, but holy cow.
You don't have air at work, so there's that. Let me get this.
I mean, it was hot, like 7 inches from the midday sun.
Oh, jeez.
Like, hot.
It was in the hundreds. You don't have air at work, so I didn't want to even add one more thing to your plate this week. Like
what?
Did you call about the pool liner? Stuff like that. I was like, I'm not even going to go there because we're dealing with that too.
I know.
But it turned into something completely different now, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
It sure did.
Yeah, it did.
How are you?
I'm good. What it turned into was, I've been texting with the pool guy. He'll be out for some measurements. I'm like, I got to get the water somewhat clear so we can see what we're dealing with here. But
and I got all ready. We were like, it is the 4th of July weekend. I mean, it's a big thing everywhere. Of course, 250 years. We live by waterways. So it's the whole town is jacked
like blowing up.
It is like blowing up.
Literally fireworks everywhere.
This week kicked my butt.
Yeah, you had a week. How was your week?
My week was busy. It was a regular busy week. Actually, I didn't do a class this week.
Yeah.
And I thought, let me just get prepared ahead of time for the next week. I'm sure everybody knows you want to have a plan, and I'm just going about my business. I'm doing my thing, getting ready for the kids to get together and have that go on. And then we went on our bike ride, so that was amazing.
Yeah.
All of that was great. I was and then we even talked about, we're going to talk in the podcast about how, nobody talks about what happens after you say you could do anything you put your mind to, because don't you hear that all the time? Don't you guys hear that all the time?
Right.
You can do anything you put your mind to. So while I was out on the trail and I'm thinking, I do believe that very, very much.
Oh, sure.
But nobody's really talking about those days in between.
No.
And I had I didn't want to do the podcast today. I'm just going to say it. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I did. And I was like, you know what? I'm not doing anything today. And then I'm just sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, I'm living in the podcast episode. I'm living in the podcast episode. I didn't want to do it. I just wanted to sit there and do nothing. I was like, I'm going to just break out my solitary cards and I'm like, no. Wait for somebody to do it.
I know. I'm like making a nice juice in the morning and stuff. And I come upstairs. I'm like, I heard the shower going and everything. And then you're just there in your robe playing solitaire. I'm like, hey, whoa. What are you doing?
First of all, I was excited to get in here yesterday. Everything was going great until the refrigerator died.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Happy 4th.
So the refrigerator dies. And I mean, it took a second for us to just take that in because we were in the middle of eating this giant taco bowl that I couldn't wait for. We just did another 20 miles.
Well, it's like normal stuff, though. You pull out of the fridge.
And I was like,
by the time we get to the pop, I'm like,
touching this and I'm like, this doesn't feel. And I just didn't want to say it either. I think we were in a little denial. We're like, we're going to eat first before we even get to this part.
I'm like, you know what? I am not even going to be able to deal with that without some calories.
So we make this whole dinner and
back to reality
starts and the kids are going. And I mean, I remember I was like, can you guys just stop a second? Like, we just lost a refrigerator.
Yeah.
We just lost a refrigerator.
Have a moment of silence here.
Yes.
She's been with us about 14 years.
It has been a long time, and so we go do that. First we try to resolve the issue because it's me right away. I was like, let's see if we could resolve the issue first.
Let's vacuum it off now.
Let's do all these things. And now it was a serious concern. You're bringing up the coolers from downstairs.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And it's not really hitting me just yet that I run my whole business out of the kitchen and out of my refrigerator. And now I see these coolers and I'm just like,
no, you're starting to sweat.
I'm starting to sweat. I'm like, okay, so where am I going to put my grocery haul on Tuesday? Like, what's happening?
It's going right into the cooler.
You go right to you're like, you know what? We're going to go right over to Home Depot and we're just going to knock this out.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit around anymore, even though I should have been. I mean, I dealt with all this with a purple ankle from
That's right.
Freaking,
He's
we went
laid
out
up.
biking and I'm like, oh man, yeah.
Well, that's because you wanted to like two-wheel drive, doing ramps, jumps over railroad tracks. All of a sudden you go up this whole giant hill.
Yeah. Well, when a bike like just shifts on its own. Oh yeah.
it.
Yeah. That was fun. But anyways, it was like, yeah, right away I'm online. I'm like, you know what? Now is a great time. They always have sales around holidays.
Wow, what a silver lining.
Yeah.
So we go to Home Depot, we get the refrigerator.
They're open till 8. Let's go right now. I can't wait.
By the time I get home and we get the ice, we start I'm loading up the coolers because you're all on ice while I'm putting our food on ice.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever. You're like, could you run to Walmart
I'm
and
like,
get
just
a
run
refrigerator?
to Walmart and get us a mini one. Here's one right here with the freezer.
We have two mini refrigerators down in the kitchen right now.
Yeah,
one dead refrigerator. But everything.
I got to tell you, the freezer kind of works. So it might just be the fan or whatever, but I'm sick of looking at it. It's the same one for 14 years.
Oh, gosh. I don't know what's going on, but I wake up this morning.
Oh, that's why you were in a mood.
It's all it took. Well, let
you
me
went
just.
Downstairs.
I was like,
go.
I was like, I need to get some water. So I wake up. I'm all excited. Isabel's here. I'm like, yay. And I look over at you and.
Oh, dude. Just.
I'm gonna.
No. Okay. I couldn't sleep, man. I couldn't sleep. Listen.
Just hold on. I need you guys to pull up and listen to this, okay?
Oh, no.
I look over and John has got a makeshift nose plug with
I just shoved some tissue up my nose because
I've got a picture to prove it.
I don't know what the hell happened yesterday.
So I look over and he's got like a whole Kleenex stuffed up his nose. He's just laying there with his Kleenex hanging out his nose.
That, yeah.
And I just thought, okay. And I go downstairs and the chaos just hit me. We've got a remote control golf cart, a ramp.
Oh, a little tiny one.
In the house, which I knew was here, but I knew they brought friends home last night, which are like family. I'm not like, these are great. Like they get to town. It's a holiday. They got together. They brought friends back. And I mean, there was a rice box on the Venetian blinds.
I know.
I just looked around and I thought, this looks like the freaking Hangover. We don't party. We're not doing that kind of stuff. There's stuff everywhere around the kitchen. And I felt
was like 3 different kinds of beer cans. They're all over the place.
Where did all this come from?
Fest.
There was all of this stuff going on.
The rice box is up on the freaking thing. I'm like, should I be looking around for Mike Tyson's tiger or what?
I didn't know what. And then I see all the refrigerators and the coolers lined up. I have work, and my work isn't just in my office doing coaching calls. my grocery hauls on Tuesday. I've got this whole giant class where I do recipes and plan everything out. And now when we're at Home Depot, again, we're talking about them. They're telling me the refrigerator is getting delivered on Sunday. And he's like, and if they don't deliver it by 7:00, I'm like,
on Wednesday.
Wednesday. That's right. Wednesday. On class day, they're delivering the refrigerator. And I'm in there and I'm like, I got this. But this morning I was like, I don't know if I got this. This is and I just like marched upstairs and said nothing all morning. And I know you were like, what are you doing? And I'm like, nothing. I'm not doing anything. I'm checking out today. You're like, what is it? I'm not usually like that.
No. So that's about time when I went downstairs and I'm like, the rice box is still up on the blinds.
Well, I can't reach it.
I know. It was
I'm not going to
like,
drag a chair out at this point.
Oh my God. Okay. I can see where she's coming from.
I'm like, what has happened? I mean, already it's a chaos. And then there was even and I know whatever happened was an accident. And I went down there already today and it was already cleaned back up. And I'm really grateful. But what in the heck? This is what I mean. I found myself thinking this morning, well, I already knew I was going to do something on this topic. And then I found myself thinking, nobody talks about this part.
What part?
Well, everybody tells you can do anything you put your mind to. You can do anything you put your mind to. Yeah, of course. But then there's these moments where you're like, my mind isn't doing anything anymore today.
It's spinning in mud. It's just spinning.
I'm done. What happens next? Nobody explains this part. Nobody explains that when you start something, first of all, you're going to totally suck at it.
Yeah.
There's that part. You can do anything you put your mind to.
And that's true.
It's true, but nobody tells you, well, you're going to suck at it at first.
Or you got to keep your mind there. Like,
how do you keep your mind there? Because it's hard. You're going to fail. Then the refrigerator dies. Then life keeps happening. Holidays show up. Schedules explode. Work gets great. This is the reality. I couldn't be more real. I didn't want to come in here. I was totally like, forget about it.
There's like always a reason to just quit.
There's always a reason to quit. But then I had to sit there for a minute and be like, you'll get it back. I even said, I'm like, I lost my mojo. I just want to watch another crime documentary and check out and not think about.
Play solitaire.
Yeah, I just was doing my thing for a minute. And I knew to myself, I said, self, stop it. Stop it. And I look and I know right where to go for the dopamine. Right in the Plantspiration group.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw a post this morning that it was reminding me of everything. Somebody had said that for the first time they stopped and they just sat and didn't try to distract. They sat for 2 minutes with themselves and they did the breath. And I mean, all I do over here is talk about breathing, and the response to what's going on with everybody bringing in these tools is phenomenal. It's game changing. And then I see this one person doing it and the way that it resonated and the way that they wrote blissful.
Yeah.
I was like, shoot,
that's nice.
Let me just take a breath. Because I was ruminating the refrigerator, the coolers along the living room. The whole way I woke up, it did feel like the hangover all over again.
I mean, I could have had a crappy fridge here tomorrow, but I wasn't like going to go through that.
No.
Give me the good fridge.
And this is what I mean. And I knew I was tired and I knew all this stuff was going on, but I just thought, I got to just show up and I got to get it together and it's going to start building the momentum. Yeah. And it kind of did. And as soon as I thought about the Kleenex in your nose this morning, that's all it took for me to be like, I can't wait to get in there and talk about that.
Oh my gosh.
But that's what I mean. Most people quit.
Yeah.
We were like, whoa, what happened?
Yeah.
Mic check.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Listen to this thing.
What are you doing?
What?
Whoa. Let's pour a little water on that thing.
I've done no such things, but this is what I mean. Most people, I think this is why most people just quit what they're doing, because they get in these and I get it. I did it for a minute.
Well, that's all I was going to ask. How many times did we quit though? I mean, this morning you threw in a towel and then I helped you.
Well, we know now.
Yeah.
I know enough to even say to you, and this took time too, because this whole method of you could do anything you put your mind to. Yeah, great. But let's talk about the real stuff in between. You know, you also say for better or for worse, but sometimes that doesn't pan out either for people.
You didn't really think about those thousands of ordinary days in between.
Honest to goodness, the things that don't go right. How do you stay focused on those things? Because I think, like I said, I think this is where people quit, not because they can't do it, but because even we understand, we expected life to just stop and wait for us to be ready. Like, could you just stop throwing stuff at us so that we could just get this down and lose the weight and build a business and do the podcast? And I wish everything was always smooth, but it's just not. And if there's anything I've learned, it's that you don't stop. There I went rhyming again.
No. Well, I mean, that's just it. That life keeps slinging mud in your face. But if you stop, you're just going to sink in the mud.
Did you just come up with that right now?
I did. That's just how philosophical I am.
Oh, philosophical. Guns and Roses today, I see.
Oh, GNR. Why not?
It's my favorite. Where you see now, what? Oh my gosh! Now we've got a call. I can't take it.
Take me down to the Paradise City.
We're gonna cancel this out.
Yeah, let's shut that down.
Like the kids don't know where they are. The only ones that get to come through when I put it on silent. So there it is. I hope she's all right. I'll text her in a minute, but. It just, life is going to keep lifing is what I was going to say. And it's happening right now as we're doing this. Life is going to keep lifing. And I think about our life. I think about my life, the marriage, the Plantspiration, the podcast, the bike riding, all of it. Losing the 100 pounds from doing this documentary, building the study, starting Plantspiration Productions, coaching. Yeah. None of those things happened because I made one decision. I mean, I made one decision, but it happened because I stayed with it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you guys, are you feeling what I'm saying? Somebody out there has got to be thinking they bailed on themselves when they said they were going to do that thing. Like, I can do anything I can put my mind to after the holiday.
What? Yeah.
After this stops stressing me out, or after this goes smooth, or after I get the refrigerator put in. There's no waiting is what I've learned. There's no waiting. You just keep staying with that. What you put your mind to is staying with it every day, even when days suck.
That's what it looks like. Staying with it.
Yeah, showing up.
Being there.
I mean, I know I'm all excited now and I'm happy we're in here, but showing up. I'm going to be showing up with this refrigerator break, and I can't just call off my week and go, hey, by the way, everybody who shows up to these lives, it's over. Yeah. I'm already thinking, like, what could I do to keep this going?
I don't know, but I'm like, why am I a guy?
I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm going to. After we do the podcast.
After this refrigerator, we're going to be fine. Okay,
no, what I mean
is going to stop.
No, what I mean is I just need a minute to think about how I'm going to plan the rest of the week, because I do need to go to the grocery store so that I can prepare for the class.
Well,
We're
in the next 2 days, we're going to eat everything in them small little refrigerators. Then when you go shopping, the new stuff will fit.
I have to go. I can't wait to go shopping on Wednesday. The class is on Wednesday. Like, I'm going to need to go shopping on Tuesday anyway, so that I can plan for the class.
There's room. We have too many fridges.
They are working.
We eat everything in there.
We eat everything in there.
No, I'm saying then when you go shopping.
Yeah, because we have easy recipes this week. We're doing like a breakfast, which isn't going to be much. Then we're going to be doing that. I'm going to be bringing in a grinder bowl. It's like they have some big trend about grinder sandwiches or grinder salads or something. So we're doing a Plantspiration version this week.
So is that like an Italian thing, kind of like Italian seasoning?
I'm going to be making a pepperoni. There's going to be these things in there, but it just, all of this stuff just got me thinking about all the years that I've been coaching people and all the times that I've seen these things, and reflecting on my own and our own life and all the things that have been hard. Nobody talks about that stuff. You know, oh, you guys have been married 400 years.
Wow. It's
always like, yeah, and it's been great. And there's these little, hee ha-has, but it's like work. Work.
Oh.
All of the things. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, not all of those things at all at the same time, but.
No, but just getting through these tough moments, all these scary things that we've been doing. Like, let's start a podcast. Let's do these things. That whole conversation around, just getting there.
Yeah. That isn't just not that easy.
No, it isn't. But if we stay with it and know we're not running from the podcast, so that's or our weight loss or our healthy lifestyle we're living. We're not running from any of those things or relationship issues. Like now we just kind of take them right on.
It's staying with it long enough to realize staying is way better, than how things were.
True.
I mean, really. Hey, what happened to your mic?
Oh my gosh, I'm in Mars.
All right, it's the John show. How you doing? Her mic's out.
He's been waiting for this moment. Did you tamper with this on purpose?
Tamper.
Like I can't even touch it.
Yeah, I got controls right here.
I would say I love the way that you put that.
Yeah, well, it's like you got to be there long enough to really, because you know how it is. Just like the food part. Let's just take for an instance.
I love where you're going with this.
Because in the group we're talking and people are like, yeah, it's like once you're there long enough, like okay, I've done it. Once you feel that, how good it feels going plant-based.
Accurate.
There's
true. That's everybody in there stays because they realize it doesn't, because the menus, your little menu plan is not going to last 365 days.
No.
But learning the skill power to get through life for 365 days, we got you covered.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got you covered.
It's not 900 recipes,
That's not, nobody's going to be breaking out 900 recipes where.
They weren't making all these recipes before.
Say that again.
They weren't making all these recipes before.
No, I often talk about this. And I know there's a few out there who are like, I've created a new recipe every single day of my life. Great.
That's awesome.
That's amazing. That's incredible. Realistically, I see more people that are just trying to get to work, trying to get to taking care of themselves. So I want to keep it really easy. If these things are easy, then people are less likely to lose themselves with this. I have to get this expectation done of getting every 52,000 plants in and eating 3 of these a day. And this is, people lose themselves over the holidays, over the perfection of this, over summer not being magical all of a sudden. There's so many things that come into play that we check out. People stop practicing during these times. And I've been using that a lot lately. Really, this is what this is about, is just practicing this every day of what, remember that thing you said, you can do anything you put your mind to. We've said it to our kids a million times.
With it.
Yeah, but we didn't say in between, and you got to stay with it when it gets really hard. We didn't.
No. There's only the one sentence.
You could do anything you put your mind to, Duffy Moon. I don't know why that comes in my mind.
You can do it, yeah. No, there's nobody telling you about all the other days in between the milestones or the, there's a lot of normal stuff and, the extracurricular needing a fridge or something stupid like that. But, it's way worse,
What happens in these moments, you guys, is I start thinking about immediately, and I guess this is something I'm incredibly grateful for. When the fridge breaks, and I see how great that you're taking care of everything, there was zero stress with this, I have to say.
Yeah.
And the kids are our witness.
Well, I was on the couch with a purple foot.
Even before that.
No, I'm just kidding.
Even before that, when we were sitting down, it was like in those moments, I start reflecting on our old us. I do it often. It's just part of the way my brain goes. On the trails, I'm thinking about the old me. That's my gratitude. Like, wow, look at how far I've come. Because nobody told me in the beginning, hey, this little health journey you're on, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a long while. You're not going to see the results for a while. You're going to blow it. You're going to get crapped on by people. You're going to deal with emotional stuff. You're going to deal with grief. It just kept going. Hey, this business, you're going to suck at it at first, okay? You're going to fail. Things are going to go wrong. People are going to talk crap. That's the part nobody's talking about, is how to stay with it when it's much easier to just go, forget about it.
Yeah.
This is the work down to today.
Staying with it when it sucks
is exactly the lesson we're going to slay. That's what I've learned. And I love going back and reflecting on what my life would have been like had I not done this.
Yeah, wow.
So I would have just had a complete meltdown, correct? And a lot of stuff went through my mind yesterday. The old well, we were going over the documentary. So she sends this final edit, and it's my life is getting flashed before my eyes in the middle of all this.
In the middle of your life?
In the middle of my life. I'm getting a reminder of like all the deep stuff I talked about. And I was like, yeah, the old me would have just drink, clink. I found the Bud Light. Like just, I would have just started drinking right away. Like, let's turn it up a notch and not paid attention to anything going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this time I'm like, ooh, look, everybody's nice and calm. Oh, look, everything's going smooth. Look, this is working out. Look, we've got so I'm just thinking about the way that sticking through it and not spiraling makes things so much smoother and easier.
Oh, yeah. Jeez.
But easier said than done. You guys didn't see me do a grocery haul yet.
Yeah. I didn't reflect on how when the last fridge took a crap, until just now. I was like, not happy.
No, it wasn't. It was stressful.
Son of a gun. It
was this stereotypical moment of just like in the Christmas Story when the turkey got eaten, just the way that it got. It wasn't like that here. We were like, oh, okay, well, let's sit down and eat. Yeah. We'll take care of that in a minute. And then it was a family affair. We went to the Home Depot, and Isabel, she's like, so is this what it's like to adult?
Yeah.
Is this adulting?
Just like.
I'm like, just get in the car.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes. But what a great experience, by the way. Everybody wants the transformation is what got me thinking. Everybody wants the transformation. Very few people are willing to live through the ordinary days in order to get to it.
Wow. That's so real. That's it right there.
I'm watching transformation with people. We're bringing them the skill power, but those boring Tuesdays, this stuff breaking down, I mean, the things that we've gone through, the long weeks, the setbacks, those are the transformation. That's what I'm saying. Like, even while all this was going on, it was like I could sit back and be like, wow, this really is part of that transformation. I'm taking it in. I'm learning from it. I'm looking at it just like that person who said today they were just sitting in that moment and just thinking like, this is part of it. This is part of it. And this is the part people don't talk about because this is, well, I can just say this. The people who are doing the breathing are the people that are realizing this is it. Yeah. Does that make sense what I'm saying? I know everybody's life isn't perfect. And those are the people that are recognizing it, that are moving forward and sticking to it. Like, oh, this is right. She keeps saying, just be consistent. Just, this is how we're going to see it happen. True. Does that make sense?
100%.
That is a transformation. That is why people are doing so well, because they're seeing real versions of this constantly.
Right. They're living their future self. So it's just happening.
Oh my gosh, are you listening to my lives?
Oh yeah.
I'm shaking my head no, because I'm just like, did you get reception and really listen to it, or are you just hearing me? Because I am talking a lot about,
because that's just what's happening.
Well, I always am saying,
I'm seeing it too, and I see it. Like I see it too. And it's just really awesome. I mean, people are doing good.
They're staying.
I hear them in the group.
They're not leaving when things are stressful, and that's something that we would see.
And they're learning from stuff. Man, I was stressed out about this or whatever. I freaking am, I hit the vending machine just because I had nothing. I wasn't prepared. They're understanding the whole thing. And then they're like, then I'm preparing.
Watching all this happen is incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible watching it happen. People are not leaving themselves. They're learning the skill power. They're practicing their future self. They're realizing, and especially when you're around a bunch of people who are doing it with you and we're doing it with them.
Oh, yeah.
This is what's making it come together so nicely, and I'm really proud of it. The weekly wins are serious.
Yeah, they're crushing it.
I just realized I didn't put the weekly wins up last week on social media. It's been a week.
Really?
There was a lot going on this week. There was a lot, but we made it.
Yeah,
Now this week is gonna be, let's see how Stefanie gets through it.
Yeah, it's going to be just fine.
It is going to be just fine. I love when you say that.
Well, it is. I mean, it's no problem. Well, we'll buy another mini fridge. I mean, we're going to eat
Can you
what's in
guys
there.
feel that from John?
I'm just chill.
You're genuinely like, we got this. This is a nice thing to feel. Thank you.
I'm telling you, I'm just trying to be chill, like Cheech and Chong without the
Oh
bomb.
my gosh. I just want to say did we already talk about this?
Maybe, I don't know.
He's in Saturday support.
Yeah,
We've
maybe.
got this amazing community.
Yeah,
and John says this one thing, what he just said. And I just thought, why would you say that? But I let it fly. Like,
you let it fly.
well,
Thank you.
You know what I mean? I just thought, whatever. That I looked and actually everybody was laughing. So I was like, okay.
I'm a comedian. I was working on some new lines.
Next week comes in. Husband pops in.
Hey.
I love that.
Yeah.
I was breathing all week thinking about Cheech and Chong without a bong.
Yeah.
He was like into
Just
it. And
trying
I
to
was
be
like,
chill.
okay, John it is true though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We're noticing the practice of that.
No, really. I mean, it's like, it's just different when you take a moment to actually notice yourself breathing. I mean, your body does it all automatically, but to really be there with yourself, like,
I'm going to tell you something.
like without any other distractions.
This is,
Because I was always, it's freaking dumb.
I mean,
I'm
I
breathing
was
already.
so
I wouldn't be
against it.
alive.
Yeah, we were very smart alecky
stupid.
about it. Somebody out there listening right there is like, I breathe, I do my breathing. I even start off by telling people it's just a beginner breath. Why don't we start with just that? Because breathing is a universal thing we tell somebody when they're stressed out, accidents, something, panicking. What do we tell people universally?
Take a breath.
Take a breath.
Holy cow.
Actually, yeah, let's all do it right now. Watch. I can prove it.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if I can prove it, but
I'm just glad I could breathe. My nose was so plugged up,
Good
but it was
Lords.
running at the same time, and I couldn't breathe. And then it starts tickling and waking you up. So I'm like,
I'm
Sorry.
missing my whole.
oh yeah,
I just said I was
interrupted the
going to
breath.
show something, and you just did it.
Okay.
The point is, when you really are taking that breath, and you're relaxing your shoulders, and you're relaxing your body, and you're just sitting in that moment with yourself and realizing this is the stuff nobody talks about. This is the hard stuff I'm facing right now. I'm not distracting myself with solitaire or cards. It's sitting in that moment and realizing this is it.
Yeah.
This is it.
And it's awesome. I mean, what you've learned and everything. And I remember years ago when you were like, yeah, drop your shoulders. I'm like, wow, I can hear. They were all the way up plugging my ears.
Most
Seriously,
people don't
like,
realize it. We're stuck there.
Ooh, man, yeah, like tense, like on guard.
I feel like you can see it.
At ease.
You know what I mean? You can see.
The
I'm telling
tense,
everybody
the
listening.
tension.
I'm sure that when you are around people, you can notice who's tense.
Mm-hmm.
It's not their fault, but it can make us tense when we see that. So, just doing that breath can take you out of that feeling, so that you can really start thinking your way through. How are we going to figure this out?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that going on. Does that make sense?
Yeah, completely, 100%.
A lot of that breathing, but yeah, in the beginning when
It was dumb.
When Susan would tell me to breathe, I would literally look at her and go, I don't have time for this. Okay, I came in here to complain about my problems. What is this? I'm already breathing.
Uh-huh.
I'm actually breathing, getting more aggravated with you telling me to breathe. Like, that's how I was.
That's exactly, yeah.
I would come home and I'd be like, I don't know why I waste my money going there for her to tell me to breathe. And she wasn't doing that the whole time, but
No.
It's the truth. Sit with yourself. I'm just going to say this. Many people right now are doing amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes I say to certain people when they're ready, and I'll tell everybody out here listening, you want to do some work, sit with yourself for 10 minutes with nothing. Mm-hmm. Go for a walk with nothing. Go for your ride on your bike with nothing. Sit on your recumbent bike with no music and just let the nothing. That's the work. That's a transformation when you can sit with your feelings and just be like, all right, I have to deal with this.
Yeah, sometimes
I have to deal with this right now.
thoughts come in, and then you got to let them go on by like a cloud, just.
Well, because we all start off with that hope. Oh my gosh, you could do anything you put your mind to. I could buy a house. I could lose weight. I could do this. I could do that. But then reality hits and it's like, forget it.
Yeah.
That's a bad idea. Why would I want to do something like that?
mean,
Waste all my money.
There's a path to get there, but then life is easy to detour you.
But you know what I mean? What I just said, that the way that we would talk ourselves out. There was a time even that I would be like, well, if I lose weight, then I'm going to have extra skin, or I won't look the same, or like the mind
God, I'm gonna
games.
have to buy all new clothes.
I would be
Women would never say that. Don't tell me.
I was like, yeah, I didn't say that. Never said that. That's the way it goes. I'm telling you, stay with yourself. That phrase, it works when you realize every day is not just going to be awesome or perfect, or you're going to see the results. It took a long time for me to see results to anything I've done. Anything.
Yeah.
I'm just learning now to go back and really look at how far I've come. You know, like we watch those documentaries where they're climbing the summit.
Yeah, well.
It's those, and I have no intention ever. I would love to do a lot of things. That's not one of them. No offense to anybody doing it, because I love watching people do it.
Yeah.
But what I take from it is those moments where they're just gush, climbing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're at the top and they look back and they realize how far they've come. And there's a book out there, The Mountain Is You, and all that stuff. It's true.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's
that's
true.
Great. Oh, my God.
But nobody's talking about those hard moments. And sometimes those documentaries make me think about it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm having one of those moments where I'm sliding.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I just go all the way back down. I just say, you know what, I'll figure this out. Give it a breathe. They breathe for a minute. They wait. They recalculate and rethink. And then they move forward.
Heck yeah.
Very inspiring to me stuff. But I love documentaries.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about we could do we could have started a podcast on just watching documentaries. Would you agree?
Well, yeah. I love watching real stuff, you know.
That's it. If it's not real, forget it. Like, I can't even watch reality television. It's not real anymore.
Yeah, right.
It's not. Well, like, I wanted to pretend just a minute. We would watch this. We would watch the reality shows. I would always say, I do like reality shows. They just seem funny.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah.
Then I started seeing like how fake they were behind the scenes. And I was like, what? There's an actor in that show?
Yeah.
Like, they scripted this?
Oh, man.
Hated it. Like, I was out. Then I went back into hardcore documentaries. My brain wants to see the real stuff.
Yeah.
You know, or the real part of it. You know.
Yeah. Yep,
Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Speaking of real,
100%.
we got some real winning going on over here.
Yeah.
I've had great calls this week. I see it in my lives when people are there. Plantspiration members are off the hook. They're reversing disease. It's amazing. I get to say, like, remarkable.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
We get to see amazing thing. When people show up and you see them, you notice. It's noticeable, the transformation.
Totally. Completely. You know how you see yourself every day and you're like, yeah, I don't know.
We make a joke like it's the incredible shrinking heads. Yet the confidence is out of this world with people. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They're not leaving themselves. They're sticking through these moments of when they started off going, I can put anything I put my mind to, because everybody started off like that. But we keep them here. We keep them going. You are doing it, and you will get through these things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So speaking of which, let's hear the Plantspiration Health Report, right? We're here.
Yeah.
This Plantspiration Health Report, of course, is brought to you by the Plantspiration members, the people who are bringing healthy back.
Yeah, for sure.
They are bringing healthy back. We get to sit in here and talk about, could you imagine if with the day when we get to see more of this happening all the time across all the nation, of people just saying, hey, not only did I learn about eating plant-based and reversing disease, we're actually sticking to it.
For sure. And I see a lot of that.
Let's hear it.
On the, for what they're checking in with, all right? Certainly right out the gate, of course, more energy. People are really...
so much energy that I have to talk to them about how to get back to sleep.
I mean, all of this connects. I just couldn't believe it when you're like talking about it, but the breathing, the I can't even read my writing. Oh, the meditation. They were breathing, meditating, really getting into it. What they're doing, what I see is their clothes are fitting looser. even without a scale wins.
I love that.
So when you think about that, that's like one of those days in between where you could like, oh man, beat yourself up because the scale didn't move.
And I can say it over and over. That is not the ultimate destination for your success. That's not always going to be your success.
Yeah, the scale doesn't measure success.
Those days of don't leave, wait it out. There's other things going on that you don't realize. Perfect. I love this.
They're checking in with how their clothes, how they feel. They're feeling. Their body.
I'm
better sleep.
So proud of everybody. This is not easy to make change in a world that isn't set up for it. I'm just going to say that. It is not set up to eat healthy. It is not set up to go to a medical system and get recommended to eat healthy. Every time I meet with people, I'm going to say this. Every single person that comes in, they've got these labs back from their doctors, or doctors told them this, or doctors want to give them medication, and all of these things I always say, great. Did your doctor ask you about diet and lifestyle? It is not, I don't ever hear that happens. No, they always say no. They don't ask me what my diet or my lifestyle was. This is what I mean about the system isn't set up for this success.
No.
This is something that you got to practice. You have to practice living this life of self-efficacy, of getting your food, of learning how to get it down, of not giving up when life gets tough.
Taking stuff with you when you leave the house.
Big time stuff. You know what I mean? Not bailing on yourself when the numbers aren't going the right way. The places that we would always be. I mean, if you go back and listen to our podcast, we're hitting on every one of these topics.
I mean, there could be any reason just to say, screw it. I kicked a dumbbell. Oh.
Somebody's got a broken toe in here from that. I know.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Not me.
So these people are really practicing. They're showing up to practice all just like pros.
Heck yeah.
That's why I call them Plantspiration pros. They're showing up, they're getting it down, and they're turning it around. And I know last week we were at 2,732.
Yeah.
I don't forget those numbers in the middle of my week, do I?
No, you don't.
2,732 pounds.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, you can throw another 20 pounds on there because we're at 2752.
2752.
Yeah.
And we got more for you.
Goes wild.
When I say we're bringing healthy back, I'm not playing. That's
No
what
doubt.
I'm talking about. If you guys are listening, first of all, thank you so much. This means the world. We're getting more and more people inspired, more hopeful that there's things that we can do. It can be overwhelming. The information is atrocious out there. But we break it down and we keep it easy. And this is what I mean. People don't tell you, people tell you you can do anything that you put your mind to. And I agree, but nobody tells you what comes next. Nobody tells you you'll have to keep believing in you to see the results. You're going to have the hard weeks. You'll wonder if it's working 752,000 times. Did I say that aggressively? Well, it's true. I've been doing Plantspiration for 10 years. I've done this since 2013. There has been a lot of, you'll still have bad things coming. You'll still have the bills. You'll still have the obstacles. But the life that you want is built on those ordinary days when you decide not to leave. And I'm glad I didn't leave this podcast today because I think it,
oh man, I'm glad I could help you out of the ditch.
Oh my gosh, throw me out. But it's true. I was in the ditch and I even said when I was getting ready, I said, I think this is going to be a good episode because I think this is what people need to see. They always see me being, roller skatey and happy and I'll get through anything. And I'm very, very good about cheerleading myself on.
Yeah. That's the main thing with online, all the posts from mainly a lot of people, not everybody. Those are not the in-between days. No,
these are.
Yeah.
This is right here. I didn't want to come in here, and my brain knew if I didn't show up for this, for me today, because this feels good to me,
then you're in a spiral.
Then I'm in a spiral. So this felt good to me to follow through and say, I'm going to do it, even when I know it's hard, even when I don't want to be here, because that is practicing on being the person who said, you could do anything you put your mind to.
Heck yeah.
And we came in here
and crushed it.
75 episodes, 6. I mean, how many are we in?
Yeah, something like that. 5 or 6, 76.
We came in here and we said, watch, we're going to do a podcast. But
Yeah.
we didn't tell you how hard it
That
was
was
going to be.
scary. You
That
know,
was
like your
scary.
first day at a new job or new
Worse.
school or new
Worse.
class. Oh my God, yeah.
It was like a first day at your new job and then going, hey, everybody, I'm going to open up my purse and I'm going to go through it and I'm going to show you everything I have in here, even though I didn't want to.
Wow.
Isn't that kind of what this felt like?
I guess I don't have a purse to go through, but
You know what I mean.
yeah. Oh, you're zapping out.
I wonder if that's our sign.
Oh my goodness.
Now we need new mics.
Okay.
I'm not touching this
I
anymore.
need a new mic cord is what it is apparently. But anyways, we're going to make it through it.
We're going to make it through it. This is what I mean.
Life is life.
Life is life, and you guys.
Right in front of you.
If you think that this episode hit you, or you would like to share it with somebody who's in the middle of their ordinary days, they may think they're failing when they're actually building something incredible. You might want to share this. You might want to leave us a review.
Yeah.
Follow the podcast. Get outside. Drink your water. And remember, this is doing it. Now do the next thing that makes you feel better about. You can do anything you put your mind to.
Yeah.
What is it, that one thing you're putting your mind to? What is it this week
But
for
you got
you?
to keep doing it and doing it and doing it day after day after day after day if you want it to become something.
You have to practice.
Heck yeah.
And I wanted to come in here and practice what I teach.
That's
so
right.
thank you guys so much for showing up with us today, listening in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. We're so blown away by all the love,
Yeah,
by
you
all
guys are
the
great.
subscribers. And we want to just say thank you. We can't wait to see you next week to hear how this goes with the fridge.
Thank
Stay
you.
cool.
Yeah.